Hey guys, what's going on? My name's Alberto, aka Destroyer 48, aka Subscribe for Food, aka Subscribe for This. Aka I have a trillion channels, aka I'm the ghost with the most. Doesn't make sense, but it sounds pretty damn good. Welcome to my channel. Seems like I haven't been here forever. Took the day off yesterday. I usually don't do any live streams or videos on Mondays, but I'm behind in my work and my live streams, and I don't know, maybe I'll go every day next week if I can do it. But I'm sickly and I don't know. I will try. I posted up today. I will have a live stream within 20 minutes. At least I gave you guys a post. I like to do it at least within the hour, but fell behind and stuff like that. We're here to talk about movies and stuff, and just we'll chat. This is my intro. I'll just start chatting about stuff. We might have somebody come in, and if you guys are logging in, please give me a like. I really appreciate it. I will ask for likes in 10 minutes or so. If you guys want to give them, smoke them if you got them. Didn't even make sense why I said that, but it just sounded appropriate. It just sounded within, I don't know. It's like it was going to go smooth, even though it didn't make sense. I do that a lot. Not in this channel, but I will start. I put a good thumbnail. I drew the picture of Art the Clown. So that's movie related. Let's see if Clark Kent shows up this week. I think he will. And if he doesn't, well, I'll see him in the next one. Um, I don't know. I start off with movies today. Because I have like 5 other channels to do. Not gonna do them tonight, but this week, see if I can get some done. Hopefully, my anxiety and depression don't prevent me from doing it. I felt bad some other days. I don't know. It was on. We're on Tuesday. I think I felt bad on Sunday. Right now, I'm having to make some pain. So I'm getting a slight headache. But other than that, I was feeling good. Tired like always. I think I'm more fun when I have energy. My brother left. I think I told you guys, so I'm happy about that. Yeah, I'm not uncomfortable with people that screw me over. Yeah, he gave me $50. So we will see if Dale shows up. Psychosocial might show up. Laverna might show up. Well, I don't know. We will see. If nobody shows up, I would be surprised. I have my romance channel going on. There goes my voice. I'm trying to get that started. I have my friend and me just subscribe to my romance channel. Come on, come on. I deserve more than that. I'm gonna start working on some romance movies, see if I can get more people. Hey man, I start off slow at time. I gotta remember that. We have one person here. Let's see who it is. Clark Kent or Dale. That's what I think. I think I did most of my shout outs already. Shout out to Nads. Haven't seen you in a long time, bro. Hey, Clark Kent. What's up, man? Yeah, it's my pity party. Dude, I actually thought about calling it my pity party. Hey, man, this channel, I actually put for fun, and I don't care. I put something like this live stream sucks. But it was this with this channel, but I did it like earlier, like at 10. I did it like 2 weeks ago. And I was this channel I'm gonna respect. I'm not gonna call it pity party names like this channel sucks. But I thought I want to try to be a first to do something like that. I'm sure somebody's done it before. So how you doing, man? How did your weekend go? No, I forgot my mighty axe. Clark Kent's not gonna like my mighty axe, but I like it. It's all the same. Hey, dude, you know my brother was in town, right? I told you about that stuff. I wasn't too fond of him. It was bad, dude, because my brother, I don't like him. I really feel he destroyed my future. He's a jackass. He abandoned me, and I don't think I ever liked him anyways. And then he tries to be nice to me. I was gonna lock myself in my room, but I was like, my rooms are full of junk, so I had to stay in the sofa, so he in the living room, so he was gonna be around. I put some movies on him for because I don't have any friends. I felt I should not have paid attention to him. He doesn't deserve it. But the thing is, it gives me a lot of anger, and through that anger, I'm gonna use that anger for motivation. I'm really angry. I think that guy, no, YouTube is just a saying. I think he got away with murder. I shouldn't have been nice to him. But in a way, if I was also nice to him, it's because I pitied him, felt sorry for him. I don't know. Next time he comes, I may just and he usually comes like a year, so I don't have to put up with him for a year. Clark Kent said, "How am I doing, Alberto? I'm still having anger issues, like I told you, with my brother." And then Clark said, "Use it on the field, water boy." Yeah, exactly, dude. Like no joke, even though that's funny. I'm gonna use my anger on my workouts. Maybe I'll get more buff from the anger my brother gives me. My mom, Clark says, my younger brother has major anger issues and he's been taking it out on the gym and now he's huge and buff. Yeah. Dude, I don't want to say work out, but I do a lot of shadow boxing. And I lift weights that are don't weigh that much. The most I will lift is 10 pounds because I'm diabetic and I have a heart problem, but the thing is, my heart is actually really strong. But I've had pains in my heart before, but they've been more. They've gone away some. The pain in my heart. I'm not afraid to die. Not. My family's put me through so much crap. I am not. I am not afraid to die. And I hope YouTube don't get mad at me. Dying is it's a natural thing. So I don't see anything wrong about talking about it. Clark Kent says, "My heart is really strong." Famous last words. Are you referring to me or you? Actually, I have a heart. I have a fast heartbeat. I don't know what they call it. It's called trans something. I don't know what a T. Uh, One time I was diabetic and I was at my wife's house and we were okay. We were sleeping together and stuff at her house. I was diabetic. I was supposed to be taking insulin shots. I wasn't taking them. And one day, and I was eating bad too, a lot of sugars. And I was like on the bed. Literally, I slept all day. I slept all day because of me not taking care of myself because being a diabetic. That was a long time ago. I didn't have diabetes too long during that time. It happened like 15 years ago. I know I could have died. I could have died in my sleep. But the good Lord helped me out. As time went on, I started taking care of myself and started exercising, taking my insulin shots. If you have type 2 diabetes, you really need insulin. If you're type 1, I don't even know how people do with type 1. Are you serious? Clark Kent said that. When Clark said, "My heart is really strong," famous last words, Clark says, "Those are my dad's last words before he had a heart attack and died years ago." I'm sorry about that, bro. Sorry your dad passed away. My dad passed away about 15 years ago. I don't mind talking about it. I didn't like him. I don't like a lot of people. But I died. I died. Sorry, I didn't mean I died. When my dad passed away, he died in a recliner in his room. And my mom had said she had given him his last meal, which was oatmeal. I saw my dad dead on on the chair. He had his mouth open on the recliner. I remember my niece went in there. She was about 8. I told her, don't go in there. She went in there and she saw him dead. He didn't have his eyes open or anything like that. He died on a beautiful day. I never liked that dude. He's one. Oh, my whole family destroyed my future. They were not supportive. Concerning my football career. That's why I'm all mad to this day, man. He died on a beautiful sunny day. I think it's routine. There was two inspectors from the police. They're there to investigate. I saw my driveway. I hate cops. I just, I know that to do a job. I just don't like cops. But the thing is, I was traumatized because my dad had died. But it's because it was the first time a relative, a close relative, died on me. Clark, did you get along with your dad? If I may ask. We already passed the 10-minute mark. I'm gonna see if Clark's gonna respond to me, and I'm gonna say 10 minutes have passed. Welcome to my show, or our show, I should say. Um, my mom's actually walking over here. That's rare. Welcome to our show. Um, and this is my A Destroyer channel, movie channel. Usually talk about movies. Although Clark likes to talk about Jesus a lot in my movie channel. But we talk about anything, man. That's okay, Clark. Hey, Clark, I thought about you today. I was thinking if it's okay if I call you my mentor concerning the Christians. I don't think you'll mind. I've had mentors before, but I was at work. I don't work. I can't work anymore. Clark said, "My earthly father was extremely abusive and was a Navy SEAL and a huge, intimidating, scary, physically and emotionally and spiritually abusive person. My childhood was hell. All is forgiven, though." Yeah, dude, you've probably been through more than my dad. Hmm. Yeah, I did not get along with my dad too well. I don't think I can ever forgive him, though. Dude, I'm sorry you went through that. That's what made life sucks, dude. You have to go through stuff like that. That's why I say my life is garbage. Clark Kent says with God, Clark Kent says with God, all things are possible. Neglect is a type of abuse as well. Yep, I was neglected. Clark Kent says, thanks, man. I appreciate your compassion. I do, man. I do care about people. It can be confusing because I say I don't like a lot of people. Nobody wants to spend time with me. And I've already shut the door. I don't even like people trying anymore because I'm like, no, just stay away from me. But I don't want to trust people because I'm very sensitive. They want to make plans and then they break them. And then I already have abandonment issues. I feel a lot of people have abandoned me. I never liked them anyways. I'm not good with having friends. I remember I had one friend, he would say, I gotta go buy, or how would he say it? I don't know. He would always talk to me rude. I'm like, I don't want to put up with that. I don't know. He would tell me bye rudely. I'm very sensitive. I forgot how he would tell me. I don't know. Clark says, I will never leave you and I will never forsake you. Hebrews. So that would be Jesus telling me that, right? Like, dude, why do we have to put up with so much crap in this life, man? Hey, Clark, can you give me a like? I don't think anybody's giving me a like yet. If y'all, some of y'all are watching, give me a like, please. Please, 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 please. Clark says it's understandable being sensitive when you experience so much neglect and you feel unloved and uncared about and mistreated. It's understandable. Thanks. Hey, bro, did I tell you? I tell you, like my mom, like if we're gonna go to Walmart, I'm driving. We get to the parking lot. She takes off and walks without me. Every single time, bro. Every single time. I want to say I get used to it, but I don't get used to it. It always hurts my feelings. And Clark, please listen when I tell you this. You know what I told my brother? I told my brother when I go to heaven, I'm gonna be around fresh souls that I want to be around. Not like here where they don't want to be around me. My brother is lucky that I didn't tell him, but I told my sister. I told my sister, I don't want to see you in heaven. If I make it to heaven, I don't want to see you there. And if God forsakes me for doing that, He can throw me a hell. I can't take it, bro. I cannot take it. And I tell God this. I'm honest about it. I say, God save me, but these people I do not want to see in heaven. I'm sorry, bro. I'm pretty sure I told you that a billion times. But that is the way I feel. Clark Kent said, not saying anything bad about your mother, but I study a lot of narcissism, and that is a narcissistic trait when somebody just walks off. Yeah, bro. I mean, no, you can talk bad about my mom all you want. I mean, she'll buy me stuff, not that much, but she'll give me money sometimes. But she'll give me when she can. But there's no forgiving if I feel like these people took in my future away. How hard is it to go talk to my coach? How hard is that, bro? She'd rather take care of her grandchildren more than her son. I mean, that's screwed up. That's a good one. Honor thy mother and thy father, even if they are not worthy of it. Yeah, dude. But are you gonna honor your mother? Let's say there's some mothers out there that kill their kids. Are we gonna honor our mother like that? That's a big question. You know those stories where their mother's gonna drive a car with her kids into the river and kill all of them. Those stories happen. What is a kid supposed to say? Oh, I read the Bible. I have to honor thy mother, but she's killing me in the car by driving us into a lake. See, those are hard questions. Said Jesus honored the people that were killing him and crucifying him, and he loved them, and he looked down on them with love and prayer and prayed for them. Clark said, let me read it again. Jesus honored the people that were killing him and crucifying him, and he loved them, and he looked down on them and loved and prayed for them. What did they say? Oh God, how did it go, Clark? Oh God, something they do not know what they forgive them. Please forgive them. They do not know what they do. Something like that. I'm pretty sure Clark has that line to the point too. You know what's silly? I actually have Christian movies. I have one on Jesus and I have one with Daniel about the lions, and I still haven't seen them. I need to get on that. Bro, did you used to go to CCD? Those church classes for kids when you were younger? Clark had said, can you name me some movies that have the gospel paralleled in the movie, some symbolical? What does that mean, bro? Clark Kent, you're talking too smart for me. I'm not that intelligent. He said, can you name me some movies that have the gospel paralleled in the movie symbolical? No, seriously. No, I can only tell you the movies I have. I have one on Jesus, which everybody has. And I have one on Daniel. You know what? And I actually, you know how the DVDs they have like four movies in them. I have the. I think one is on Esther. I'm trying to remember Esther. I don't remember. I think like I remember this. I knew the story of Esther, but I forgot what it's about. I need to see all those movies, bro. There's a movie. Okay, now it's a movie channel. We can talk about movies. There's a movie that changes the Jesus story. It's Jesus, but he actually had kids. So I was like, what's the point of the movie, man? I mean, I'm pretty sure that movie got a lot of Christians were mad at that movie. Yeah, they said so. The thing is, the magical thing about Jesus is he never sinned, he never had sex, he was a virgin, right? He died a virgin, right? But yeah, in the movie they said he had kids, and it was like, what if Jesus' life was if he had children? Well, then he wouldn't really be Jesus in a way. He wouldn't be the Son of God because the Son of God doesn't make mistakes. Clark says, "Have you seen the Prince of Egypt?" Probably not, but it's not a cartoon, right? And then Clark Kent said, "Have you seen the Joseph King of Dreams 2000?" No, I haven't. He said, "That's weird." Uh, let's just say it. The movie I said about Jesus having kids, and it's like they changed the story, like trying to see Jesus like change the story around. I don't think Clark Kent would want to see a movie like that. Animations, yeah. My other channel, my dating family and friends. Had this kid. He recommended the Prince of Egypt, but it's a cartoon. Oh, it's about Moses. I think it's from about Moses, isn't it? But it was a cartoon. The Prince of Egypt, 1998. I think I seen the Prince of Egypt, but like in the 80s. I could be wrong. It's Prince of Egypt about Moses, right? They were kid. It starts off with they were killing babies, but Moses is saved, and they accept him into the royal family of Egypt, something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, Clark. Oh no, I have to brush up on my Bible stories and movies. Have you ever seen Cecil B. DeMille? Ten Commandments movie from 1950s. So if it's 1950s, it has to be black and white. I have seen the Ten Commandments, but probably like a 70s or 60s version. I used to see that in the 80s. Yeah, when they made the bull, right? They made a golden bull and got it angered God. Prince of Egypt is a story of Moses in the Old Testament. Okay, so you can know. I did look it up though. There is an animation about it. I probably seen the movie, but I don't remember. The original Ten Commandments movie from the 1950s has been remastered it in color. Okay, yeah, I seen that one. I'm pretty sure I saw it. And it's the most rad, awesome movie you will ever watch in your life. Yeah, he comes down with the tablets, right? Moses. Let me get a pen, dude. I want to write down the thing you put down. Some of your information. Be back real quick. Uh, I'm going. Oh, Clark, you still haven't given me a like, bro. Please give me a like, please. Cecil B. That's what I want to write down. B. De Mil. Ten Commandments. 1950s. You said you seen it. Clark says this. I have seen it at least 100 times. Excellent, 100%. Have you seen Mel Gibson's The Passion of the Christ? That one, I think I did see it one time. Did they say something about there's like a fist with a hammer and that's actually Mel Gibson's hand? Did you hear about that? I'm gonna write down the Mel Gibson too. Dude, I told my mom to watch Passion of the Christ though. Oh no, not that one, but like another Jesus movie I had. She said no because hey, Spell Good, what's going on, man? Yeah, she said she didn't want to see them beating up Jesus. I'm like, well, that's the main thing. That's the main thing you got to see how Jesus suffered for us and died for us on the cross. The Passion of the Christ. You haven't seen Passion of the Christ? I saw it one time. I don't remember it that much. I remember them beating up Jesus, though. Did you like it, Spell Good? Did you like Passion of the Christ? I just probably remember Pontius Pilate. They're gonna crucify Jesus, and then they beat him up. They put the thorns on his head, and then they crucify him. I don't know on Passion of the Christ if they put him talking to the guy beside him on the cross as well. And then they were like, so I don't know. What did he tell them? The guy said he told Jesus he had done wrong all his life. And Jesus said, just ask the Lord for forgiveness and the Lord will take you with me. Something like that. It would Spellgood said it was really good. Didn't pull any punches. So then you're saying that it was very graphic. Spellgood says, yeah, it probably was too much for most audiences. Nah, my mom's a Clark's gonna get mad. I'm gonna say my mom's a prude, man. She just likes ranch Mexican movies. She don't want to watch anything else. Somebody gave me a like. Thank you. Hey, Family Guy, the Blue Harvest, is making fun of Star Wars. I just saw Star Wars yesterday. Here's Peter Griffin as Han Solo, Princess Leia as Obi-Wan Kenobi's gay. Clark Kent's gonna get mad at me. I'll probably bring this out again if I want to. Clark says it was intense. Did you know Jim Caviezel, who plays Jesus, said that he was struck by lightning twice while he was on the cross? What? Seriously? How's he alive? He said there are testimonies of people getting healed from watching me. Dude, Clark, are you serious? I mean, brah, that's a mighty big pill to swallow. I mean, I believe it, bro. If you tell me. Spell good said Clark Kent. I've heard about him being struck by lightning and other things happening. Wow. I never heard about that. I just heard that at the end something about you just show a fist and a hammer gonna be Jesus whatever, and that's actually Mel Gibson's forearm or hand or whatever. Wow. Getting struck by lightning twice. In memory if memory serves me correctly, isn't getting struck by lightning supposed to kill you? But wow, okay. I'm trying to picture in my head someone surviving that. Clark says, if you get a chance, check out Jim Caviezel. Okay, sure. Jim Caviezel, the man who played Jesus, his testimony on YouTube concerning the things that happened while they were on set, miracles that happened. Spellgood says, yeah, it's pretty intense. A bit like when they shot The Exorcist and Poltergeist stuff was happening too. Well, hey, how about that little girl from what's it called? What's the name of that movie? The one that's about ghosts, about the house and the family. Poltergeist? Poltergeist 2 or Poltergeist 3, something like that. The little girl died, the main little girl. That's what I heard. I don't think that little girl's alive. They said I remember they said she died. Clark Kent says the supernatural and paranormal and spiritual things are very real phenomenal. Focus says a little girl died, yes. And I think there's other movies too where there's kids that come out in those ghost movies and they die. Clark Kent says my older brothers and sisters used to watch Amityville horror when I was growing up. Used to give me nightmares. Well, the bees, right? There's a movie called Scary Movie 2. It's a comedy about horror. I think Clark Kent would think it's funny, would be funny, but he doesn't. I don't think he watches. He tells me he don't watch that many movies anymore. They have a priest, kind of like making fun of Emily horror, or they're making fun of um The Exorcist, and he's in the and he's like this praying. Don't get offended, Clark. He's praying, oh gosh, help me. Oh, he's praying like this. Oh, help me. And then it shows that he's in the toilet. He's like, they have those enchiladas. Clark's probably gonna get mad at me on that one. And then the priest gets to the house, and then and it was a taxi that dropped him off, and he goes, "Hey, you gotta pay your your cab fare," and you just see the preacher running away. Ah, 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 ah. Killing me, bro. Yeah, it was that. It was very hilarious. And then and then they show them like a lot of people hanging out in the big mansion. They're playing the guitar and stuff. And then the little sick girl that's possessed by the exorcist, she comes out and she just starts peeing on the carpet or the floor. And then the mom gets like a magazine and rolls it up and bad girl. I want to start coughing. Oh. Now Clark's right. Spell good. You remember Clark's he's very has a lot of faith in Jesus and God, and I forgot what I was gonna say. Nah, but I would think he doesn't like that stuff, man. But and the devil probably does come out and us laughing and all that. But I need to have some fun in life, man. That's what I say. Sure, I remember. Hi, Clark Kent. Hey, spell good. Said, how do you, Clark Kent? All we need is Dell in here. Dell's probably asleep. Hey, let me introduce you to the sponsors before I forget of the show. Pea soup. You can't have the soup without the pea. And I'm talking about vegetables. You guys stop thinking bad. Stop thinking dirty. Pea soup. Get them in the supermarkets near you. Ah. Oh god. Let me bring out a movie since I haven't been bringing out movies since we've been talking about a lot of scary stuff. Mall Cop. Hey Clark, you like this movie? I don't know about Spell Good. It doesn't have that much bad stuff in it. There's a part with this guy, this dude. He has a kid, and he had a kid by an illegal immigrant, and the illegal immigrant took off on him. And she just used him to get papers to live in the United States. It's a funny movie. I like that they ride around on those. I don't know, these things right here are like little bikes in the mall and stuff. It looks really cute. Okay. Clark Kent says, "How many horror movies can you name off the top of your head?" Okay, I'll try it. The kids used to love Bart Mall Cop when it was first came out. Yeah, I'm assuming you're talking about your kids, right, Clark? Off the top of my head, scary movies, dude. That's all I just watch. Scary movies sometimes. Okay. Return of the Living Dead, Night of the Living Dead, all the zombie movies. Vampires with John Carpenter. Well, I remember the director's name. Spell good. How many can you say? I'm copying him. Halloween. Okay, I'll try not to watch it. That's Spell Good's answers. Halloween 2, Halloween HTO, even though I stole from him. Uh, Nightmare on Elm Street, Nightmare on Elm Street, The Dream Warriors, Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy's Dead. Um, Maybe I'm not so good at doing this. Something Rex, movie I want to see. I haven't seen a movie in a long time. Um, How about witches? Ew. Oh man, I'm failing really bad. Critters, Ghoulies, the Goonies. Hey, the Goonies is like a horror movie, man. All right, enough. I'll try to name some more right now and see what you guys. Spoke is the Thing, Halloween, The Mist, In the Mouth of the Darkness. All Carpenter movies. No, I got more, but those are the ones that came off the mind quickly. Hey guys, do you know? I looked it up on the internet. No, I want to talk about a comic thing that came out. I looked it up. What is it about? Archie. Do you know Archie? I know it's before our time, but there's actually the Archie comic book. There's actually a version about horror about zombie version of Archie, and then they'll go into Josie the Pussycat that are vampires. You should look it up. It's on the internet. I don't know under what it is. You guys know about that? Yeah, the comics. It's on the internet. This guy will talk about it. He'll go through the comic book with you. I mean, he'll say the story and stuff. It was really cool because me and my wife would hear it in bed when we went to sleep. Yeah, it's like an Archie, right? You go on YouTube and put like Archie zombie stories or zombie comic book, whatever, and it'll even go into the Josie Pussycats. They didn't. They started, but they didn't finish it because if you guys know about the Archie show, which I've never seen, they said the guy that was making that Archie comics about zombies and all that, he stopped, he didn't finish it, and he went to go do the because he had to go work on the Archie show, like like they actually came up with a show about Archie, but like live action show. Clark Kent said Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Amity Horror, Halloween, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Once Bitten. Ah, I like Once Bitten. Remember when they're coming down the slide? Like, my friend was like, oh, that's a stupid part. There were some good parts I liked about Once Bitten. I mean, I'd watch it. It's a good comedy. Well, Critters, Ghoulies, Gremlins, Exorcist, The Exorcism, Emily, Hellraiser. I think I like it. Which one's a Hellraiser? Where there's like a, I guess he could say an ancestor. He's up in space and he's trying to, I don't know, fix time and try to defeat the Hellraiser or whatever. I have it. I just I don't watch it that much. I should watch it. And some of the like the last Hellraiser probably sucks. The Exorcist of Emily Rose. I haven't seen that. Clark Kent, you recommend it? Hellraiser. I have Hellraiser. I think I don't know how many Hellraisers are they. If anybody knows the answer, I'd like to know. Clark Kent says, those were all the top of my head, and I never watched those, and I haven't seen any of them in years. Yeah, because Clark Kent is in a spiritual thing. He stopped watching scary movies. Spell Good says, good list. Clark Kent, The Exorcism of Emily Rose was really good. Okay, so Spell Good, I would take that as a recommendation. Clark Kent says, when The Exorcism of Emily Rose was first in theaters, a group of my friends and I used to hang out outside. When people would come out after watching the movie, we would pass out gospels track talking about hell. What? Seriously? Clark Kent, did those people get mad at you? That's a good movie to talk to people about hell for sure. Yeah, I think I got the original I want to say it's the original. I got the original case of Hellraiser. I just don't know where it is. I love Hellraiser. I usually don't really like movies that much. I don't know because I see them too much sometimes, and I'm depressed, anxiety about life. But that one I do like. Clark Kent says movies like that actually open people's hearts and minds to the gospel, believe it or not. Yo, y'all seen Flesh Eater? I would say this is a B movie, a B zombie movie. It's funny because me and my nieces were watching this movie, and there was people hiding from zombies, and then the girl was like, "We need weapons to defend ourselves. We need weapons," and then there was a whole bunch of tools behind her, like on the wall. We were laughing about that, like, man, that girl's so stupid. I actually feel like watching this. I would watch it, but I need to get started on my pro wrestling tag team of the Midnight Express. Movies that like open people's hearts and minds to go. I'm gonna show you guys again this movie. Have any of you seen Flesh Eaters? It's a B zombie movie. I'm actually not gonna ruin you and tell you what happens at the end. I don't know. Maybe y'all would run into it. I don't think Clark will watch it because he doesn't watch movies like I say. But maybe Spellgood will. It's called Flesh Eaters. Yo, Clark, do you watch any TV at all? Do you at least watch the news? Do you watch anything? Do you watch gospels or on TV at least? Never, never seen it. Spicoli. Yeah, even Spicoli reminds me of a I think it's a like a wrestler that went to WWE or something. ECW wrestler. I think he wrestled for WCW too. Spellgood says, like I said before, I'm honest about the wrongs I did in life and not try not to repeat them. Feel like this is the best I can do as a flawed human being. Yeah, I hear you, Spellgood. We all try to better ourselves. Well, I don't. I'm just kidding. Like I was telling Clark, I don't like my brother, man. And Clark is spiritual Christian, and I'm like, well, I'm just being honest. I can't. I don't know how to forgive. I don't know how. It hurts a lot. That I was supposed to be a high school football star, and the guy didn't want to help me talk to the coaches, and none of my family did. They were probably jealous of me because they knew I was a good athlete. I kicked butt in sports and football and baseball and stuff. Anybody seen this movie? My Super Ex Girlfriend. It's about this girl, Uma Thurman. She's actually plays a girl superhero, like she flies around like Superman and stuff. Clark Kent says, I don't watch TV and I haven't in years, but I use the internet often to share the gospel online. Wow, bro, how can you survive without watching TV? That's all I do. And it is evil. I watch politics a lot and it makes me sad. I watch stuff about immigration that makes me sad. Uh, in my opinion, on immigration, United States. Hope I don't offend anybody, but we have rules and regulations on immigration, and everybody should follow them. Even illegals coming here. That's just my opinion. Some people just want them to cross. You know, that's their opinion. Even Joe Rogan, he's a real. You guys know about Joe Rogan? I thought that guy was really smart, but I think he's really stupid. He says he wants illegal immigrants to come over here. I'm like, dude, we have rules and regulations. Without rules and regulations and justice, we don't have a country. My opinion. Spelkett says you can forgive, but you don't have to hang out with them. Clark Kent says, be perfect as your Father in heaven and perfect, Jesus. But that's the thing, man. We're not perfect. Even people that don't believe in Jesus, atheists, know we're not perfect. But I think Clark Kent maybe means to strive to be perfect. I don't like to use perfect because I know I'm not perfect. Nobody is. Only Jesus Christ is perfect. But I'm gonna trick. I know what Clark Kent is trying to say though. He's trying to strive to be perfect. I think that's what he's trying to say. Because we all fall down. We all just have to make sure we get up. Who knows the song? I get knocked down and I get up again. Ain't nothing gonna keep me down. I get knocked down. I get up again. Ain't never gonna keep me down. Chumbawamba, that's the name of that song. Clark Kent says that movie is hilarious. My super ex girlfriend. Oh, you saw it? Remember when they throw the shark? They throw the shark. Yeah, that's like that would be almost everybody's favorite. It is kind of romantic. She goes with the villain. She goes with the villain at the end, the little short guy. Clark says, "What is the funniest part of any movie you've ever seen before that is hilarious that made you laugh out loud?" Uh, man, dude, I can't even. How about National Lampoon's Vacation? There's a lot of parts in the movie that make me laugh. Uh, what part that makes me laugh? When they're at that when they're in the desert and their car's messed up because he made the jump. He went to a dead end and made a jump or a ramp or something. And then there's like this fat guy, it's like a mechanic, and you're like, how much the Griswold, the guy, the dad, he goes, how much do I owe you for the damages? And then that guy, the mechanic's like, how much do you got? And he's like, and then the guy, and then Griswold's like, no, I'm not here screwing around. How much do I owe for the damages? And then the guy's like, how much you got? So Griswold gives him all the money he has. And then Griswold says, I'm pretty sure that the sheriff approves of your transaction, something like that. And then the mechanic takes out his a badge. He flips it. He's not just a mechanic, he's the sheriff too. And then Griswold takes off with his family in the car. The wheels are all wobbly and stuff. Oh gosh. I love National Lampoon's Vacation. Bridesmaids was the funniest movie I can remember. Is that the one where she puts the dogs in a whole bunch of dogs? You see in Bridesmaid, there's like a wedding or something, and they're giving dogs to people because people like to do special things for the wedding. And that fat girl, not to be mean, but she takes like a whole bunch of dogs in her car. She's taking off. Bye. That's hilarious. How about you, Clark? What's a favorite part in one of your movies that they think is funny when you used to watch movies? Yes, I see. Let's Be Cops, but I don't remember that much. I think I only saw it once. Dude, I don't know why I wanted to cry. Sometimes I could be a crybaby. I wanted to cry at the end where he gets to be an actual cop. Remember in the beginning in Let's Be Cops, he's playing against kids. He didn't get to be a big college superstar because why? Because he had an injury. No, he jumped off a roof on a pool and he hurt his ankle. Yeah. And I remember they started reading on the computer that impersonating a cop, you could go to jail for so many years and they get all scared. Let me bring on my next sponsor, coconut sauce. You can't have sauce without the coconut. You can buy it in any Winn Dixie and Walmart and Albertsons. Coconut sauce. Clark Kent says, one of the funniest scenes I've ever seen in my life is on Let's Be Cops when the black guy has to take a hint of meth in order to prove that he's one of them and he freaks out and loses his mind. Seriously? That sounds funny. I wish I remembered the whole movie, but I remember they were they almost picked up some girls, right? Because they were cops. You know what, dude? I think I have a burned DVD of it. I'll try to see it for you. You know what I did on Monday? Because I try to see movies on Monday and relax. I saw Star Wars. I saw Predators with a nest, the one where they're stuck in the alien planet. And I fell asleep during Predators. I forgot the other movie I saw. But let me read it one more time. Let me see if I can remember it. Because Clark said about one of the funniest scenes I've ever seen in my life is Let's Be Cops when the black guy has to take a hint of meth. Wow. In order to prove that he's one of them. And he freaks out and loses his mind. I would take he has to take the hint of meth um from the criminals, right? And then Clark says, Alberto, what did you think about those more recent zombie movies that Woody Harrison and the Double Tap? I did see the Double Tap. I think I only saw it once, so that's on my to-do list is to buy that movie. It was sad. Remember on Double Tap with Woody Harrelson, they had these two new characters that were fighting zombies. I think they were in a monster truck or something. And it turns out one of them got bit. They got bit because they found maybe like a new kind of zombie that they're very fast and very strong. I got sad when they bit that guy. He had gotten bitten. They didn't show it, but in one of his ventures of fighting the zombies were faster and stronger, if I remember correctly. The double tap one was a pretty cool because at the end of the zombie movie, he starts driving over all of them with a monster truck. Yeah, I actually didn't remember that. The part I do remember is they're like pushing the zombies, right? They're pushing the zombies into somewhere to fly off the high ground or something. They were somewhere high, correct? Right? I wish I could have remembered when they were running over the zombies. Wow, Clark's wanting to talk about movies today. Awesome. Look at this. Remember this movie right here? Look, this one right here, Clash of the Titans, that old movie. It came out in the early '80s. My sister took me to watch this movie when I was a little boy. I never forgotten. I'm almost forgetting, but I still remember. That was like, 40 years ago, man. I'm not to ruin it, but this guy ended up coming out in LA Law, I think. Clark Kent said next time I'm down in Texas, we'll have to stop by and have a movie night. Yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be cool. Dude, Clash of the Titans was the most memorable, impressionable movies I've ever saw as a kid. Time, Time Bandits. I never. What's nah? I never seen Time Bandits. What's that about? Yo, dude, because nobody, you can't. It's the mighty Medusa scene. Is this the first movie that ever had Medusa? I doubt it, but it had to be one of the first movies where Medusa comes out. Remember, you see Medusa, you turn into stone, and then she shoots all these bow and arrows and stuff like that, and she would kill soldiers. Remember that was it two headed or three-headed wolf? Time Bandits is weird and under budget and kind of a bunch of midgets who time travel and they whoa midgets time traveling. I never heard of that one. Time as we're in under budget and kind of a bunch of midgets who time travel and they go to the future and get this kid and bring them back with them. I could look it up. Let me look it up on my phone. Should I YouTube it or Google it? That's the same thing, somewhat. Well, I see kids in there. Let me see. I'm trying to bring it. Where are the midgets at? That one? I've never seen it. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up on YouTube. Early 80s. I'm looking up time bats, y'all. Excuse me. Dude, there's one for 2024. There's a yeah, this one says 1981. Okay, now I see it. This one, I write it down on my list that you recommend. The Explorers. Oh, let me lower it down. Did you see I dropped it? I got Cruel. I got it. That's the one. Oh my gosh, I love it. Thank you for mentioning that, bro. Cruel. I read upon it about it. To me, I thought it was on Earth. Let me pause this for a while. Um, Cruel. I thought it was on Earth, but I think read in Wikipedia that they're actually on another planet. Like even the humans, right? They're actually on another planet, right? I thought they were on Earth, and then those aliens really look really cool. And then you kill them, and then this alien will come out of their head, and they're all black and they're like, "Wee." The beginning is like that's the movie right there. The beginning. The ending does not compare to the beginning. The beginning's better. I love that movie. I bought it. Yeah, Krula's the guy with the Cyclops and the guy that had the big Chinese star. That don't they run into a witch, right? A green witch in the swamp. That was cool. They're on horses. At the end, there's like a castle, and they need to be a bad guy. Yo, is Time Bandits? Is it a show or is it a movie? Oh, do I get in trouble with copyright for showing it? My bad. Maybe I shouldn't be showing it. Yeah, Green Witch. Yeah, if I get a strike, it's my fault. Oh well. Sorry, YouTube, if I get in trouble. Hey, do I get in trouble for copyright? I might. Oh well. I'm not gonna cry about it. All right, just so I can tell YouTube I took it out off. Oh, it's a movie. I thought it was gonna be a show. Oh yeah. Was it here? I played part of a movie like I had the volume on. Dude, it was like for 1 second, 2 seconds, very short, and everybody started crying, "Oh, you're gonna get copyrighted." I'm like, come on, it was just a second or two. How about Johnny English, Mr. Bean? Clark Kent, are you a Mr. Bean fan? Dun, 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 dun. I have never seen Johnny English. With a guy's pretty funny. I think this is part two. Part one, part one had me. That was one of the funniest scene I ever seen. Um, Something about they're showing they're supposed to there's like a big crowd somewhere and like a party or something like a lot of people like a convention, and then he what does he do? And then they're supposed to show him doing something like business like, right? But no, he's in the shower with his rubber ducky and he's dancing in the shower. I thought that was funny. Well, that's in part one. It's not in this one. This is the one where he's gonna he's on a boat and he's like, you know how they're on like the side of the boat and you're gonna fall back to go in the water. He falls back and he lands on the first deck of the boat. That was funny. Yeah, this one I don't remember it being that funny. Sometimes and some days it's different, and sometimes I think it's funny or not. This one, I thought it was mediocre. I like the first one only for that part. I'll tell you about the shower scene. Yo, Clark, did you like to watch when you were younger the Friday the 13th with Freddy Krueger? Oh wow, we could talk about that. We could probably talk about the whole rest of the time. What did I think about the Back of the Future franchise? I think I was actually fortunate enough to watch the first Back to the Future at the movies. To me, one of the best parts of that movie, I don't know why, is when they're actually gonna when they're driving the car at the mall. I thought that was really good when they're setting up, and then who comes out? The Armenians, I think. They come out. They come out shooting, and supposedly they kill Doc, and then what's his name? Michael J. Fox. I forgot his name in the movie. He takes off in the car and he hits a barn, right? Lands into a barn. I have not seen Friday. I think I've seen all of them. I just haven't seen them in a while. Clark Kent says, I was never into horror movies, even as a kid. The only ones that I liked was Tales from the Crypt and Tales from the Dark Side. Dude, I have Tales from the Dark Side. I have the collection. I do have Tales from the Crypt, but I have the new version of Tales of the Crypt. I don't have the original. Did you see Tales of the Crypt about the soldier in World War One, the cowardly soldier? Did you ever see that episode? Me and Clark are gonna talk about this. He brought up a lot of stuff. Yeah, that one freaked me out. I kind of liked it that it wasn't about horror. Sometimes I want to see something else besides horror stuff. Did you see the one about with Bobcat Goldberg, whatever his name is, the guy that's handicapped? He talks weird. He has a puppets. He's like a comedian that what do they call a puppeteer? He has like that. I don't know what you call those puppets. Yeah, Bobcat Gold, whatever his name is. Dude, on the Arsenio Hall show, like on the last episode, he got one of the monitors and he crushed it on the set. To me, I already knew it didn't matter because the Arsenio Hall show was already ending. And Bobcat, whatever, I can't say his name. He used to come out in the Police Academy movies. Yeah, ventriloquist. There you go. Thank you. All right, if you don't mind, we'll let's go into all the subjects. You wanted to talk about the and don't forget about Team Wolf, dude. You made me like want to talk about a lot of subjects. Uh, Back to the Future didn't have an animated series cartoon, and when I talk about that, I'm already want to talk about Bill and Ted's Excellent Journey. I want to talk about the cartoon. The cartoon, I think they took it off too quick, but I guess kids weren't watching it. The Back to the Future, I don't even remember. I might want to look that up right now. The Lost Boys, I have it. The two Corys, Corey Feldman and Corey Haim. Clark Kent, I don't know if you mind talking about this, but you know about the molestation allegations about Corey Feldman and Corey Haim. I think we should talk about it because that's a big thing. Corey Haim unfortunately lost his life. There's rumors that Charlie Sheen raped um, Corey Haim. I won't. I could say more, but I ain't gonna say much more about it unless you want me to. But it's sad. But the Lost Boys, you remember Corey Haim trying to look all cool in his trench jacket? Remember the trench jackets were cool back then? Kent said there's a lot of perversion in Hollywood that we don't know about. It goes much deeper than we think. Yeah, what was it called? The lollipop shop or I don't know what was it called? That's a place where there's a lot of teens where they're getting picked up to be molested. Have you seen what's it called? License to Drive? Was that what is it called? License, Corey Haim and Corey Feldman come out. Is it License to Drive? I like that movie. Supposedly, there's a guy that came out that worked in a in a. Remember when they're at the burger drive-in? There's like a guy that works there. Supposedly, that guy's the one that I think he molested Haim and Feldman. He was some actor friend of theirs. Well, I don't know if you want to. Well, you're not gonna want to call him friend, but yeah, yeah. Life Drive was one of my favorites. I thought it was funny. This is what caught my eye. Corey at the drive-in place. Corey Feldman and Corey Haim, and then they had a friend that had glasses, and then there was other three girls, and then one of them had glasses for the guy with glasses. I thought that was funny. I'm pretty sure he would have hooked up with her. Dude, you know what, Clark? Do you not know? I never had a girlfriend in grade school. Not even in high school. I never had a girlfriend. I mean, I don't think I'm bad looking. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. The principal getting stuck in the mud. Ferris is pretending to be a dad, and he picks up his girlfriend and starts kissing her right in front of the principal. He sees from a distance. He's like, "What? The girl's kissing her." He thinks the girl's kissing her dad, like French kissing. And we're gonna mention Ferris Bueller's Day Off. We can't forget about the mighty the scene where he's singing to the band in the parade. That was cool. Ferris Bueller makes his friend hang out with him as he's sick that day. Which I got that guy, the one that's sick, actually comes out in Breaking It Old School. He plays a doctor, comes on the beginning. Oh, and he came out in Sin City. I actually have Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I don't know if I want to do a movie on that one for a romantic movie for my romance channel. Doesn't he jump in the pool and Ferris helps him like get out of the pool? And then the ending where his that guy. Oh, let me see what you said first. Ferris Bueller's Day Off, when the secretary says to the principal that everyone thinks that Ferris is a righteous dude. Ah, that's hilarious. I think there was another funny part about the secretary. She's been funny. She comes on a lot of shows and a lot of movies. Yo, at the end, remember the car? Yo, it's my dad's car. And then they're trying to take off the mileage because the dad will figure out everything that they took the car. And then the car goes to what would that be, man? It's like a cabin in the woods. And then he pushes the car, they have the wheels turning. And then it goes off the cliff, whatever. We're gonna switch subjects. I mean, we're gonna keep switching subjects if you like. I like to switch it up. I don't care. That's sometimes I think I have ADD. I like to switch subjects. Now, but we'll just go where the wind takes us. Clark says, "Yeah, that was crazy when the Cameron's dad. Oh yeah, that's his name, Cameron. Cameron's dad's sports car went flying off into the bushes and got totaled, and it was worth $100,000. Nah, if it's worth $100,000 in the '80s, Imagine like now, would it be at least six times as much, $600,000 car? I like when he was romantic with Ferris was romantic with his girlfriend. That was pretty cool. She was pretty hot. Remember Back to the Future when was it part three? They take off in the car and then they have to turn around because the Indians are attacking them. And I remember a train. Back to the Future Part 3, I haven't seen that many times. You see, I'm switching subjects. Ferris Bueller's Day Off, I'm just going saying what's off the top of my head. Bueller's Day Off, they leave the car for some guys to take care of it. And then they're all like driving the car fast and stuff. That's how the mileage got screwed up. And they were like jumping a hill. Clark says, yeah, that was crazy when the. Oh, I'm sorry, I read that already. And it says, you can change subjects all you want. It's your channel, bro. Thanks. It's not my channel, it's our channel, but it's all good. Yo, in the first Back to the Future, did Michael J. Do you remember what was Michael J. Fox's name in Back to the Future? But didn't he almost make out with his mother? Biff, the guy that plays the bully Biff, also comes out as a coach in Freaks and Geeks. I love that show, Freaks and Geeks. I'm missing the first disc though. I lost the first disc. I have to buy it again. Freaks and Geeks is a show, everybody. I strongly recommend it. It's a really good show. They should have never canceled it. Bro, oh my gosh. I just showed my brother. I shouldn't have showed that jerk anything, but you like patting boys' butts. You like patting boys' butts. Butt patter. You're a stinky turd. You're a loser. Remember that part? The crank call episode? Yeah. Like this. Trying to be bad. You like patting boys' butts. You like patting boys' butts. You butt patter. You're a stinky turd. You're a stinky turd and a loser. All right, why don't you do Spock? Dude, whatever happened to James Franco? He became a star afterwards. He made a lot of movies. He came out on Pineapple Express, and then he came out on some cave movie where they're stuck in a cave or something. I never saw I think some girls would say James Franco was a sex symbol. I never thought he was that handsome because in Freaks and Geeks, they always made him white, like he was always on drugs. George Clooney, now that guy's handsome. My opinions. Oh, his name was Marty? Oh, yeah, Marty McFly. Clark Kent says, whatever happened to James Franco King? Then he said, what was your first movie you ever saw in theaters when you were a kid? Xanadu. I remember Xanadu as my first movie. I'm pretty sure they took me to early movies, but do you know Xanadu? I love that movie. I thought it was so magical. I still do to this day, except the graphics are not up to par now. With Olivia, I don't know if I like typing this. It's a big deal to me. Newton John. She's a girl from Greece. What was your favorite? What was your first movie you remember seeing, Clark? Dude, you don't know Xanadu? You've seen Greece, right? Everybody's seen Greece. Olivia Newton-John comes out in Xanadu. It's about 1984. Yeah, Clark. Xanadu is about. It's actually an interesting story. There's what do they call them? They're like these girls that are. They're like daughters of Zeus, the god Zeus, the mythical Zeus, and one of them comes down to Earth and she falls in love with a guy. Oh yeah, did you ever see the Warriors? And Clark Kent said 1984 Ghostbusters, the library scene. I don't know, dude. I know you don't watch movies, but I recommend you watch Xanadu. It's not it's it's like Grease. It's kind of like a musical, but to me it's very magical. And there's no violence in it or nothing. It's like a musical. Have you ever seen the Warriors? The guy that played the Swan, the one that starts, he plays the leader, not the black guy, but the second in command. That guy plays the love interest in Xanadu with Olivia Newton-John. Dude, you don't see the Warriors? Remember, everybody makes that joke about the Warriors. Warriors, come out and play. Warriors, come out and play. It's about gangs. The Warriors is about gangs. The Warriors are from Coney Island in New York, and they're gonna have a meeting with other gangs in some place, and then they get raided by cops. Warriors escape. Um, there was this guy named Cyrus that got shot in that gang meeting. There's like thousands of, or I should say hundreds of gang members are all from different gangs are there. Cyrus is shot by a rebellious gang, and then they nobody really sees it, and then they say it was the Warriors, and the Warriors escaped that meeting that's also raided by cops, and then they gotta go through New York, they gotta make it, they gotta fight their way all through gangs all the way back to go to Coney Island. What actors are in the Warriors? Clark says, "I'll make a deal with you if you watch The Cross and The Switchblade. I will watch Xanadu." Okay. Hey, did you ever watch that movie I asked you to watch? And I know you didn't watch it. What was it called? The Midnight Hour? That's okay. We all get busy. You can tell me if I can find one of those movies on Roku and I'll watch it. Watch The Cross. If I can't find the movies, at least I can look it up on YouTube and they'll show me scenes, I'm sure. And The Switchblade. Those are very good names for movies. I will watch Xanadu. Yeah, just be prepared, bro. Xanadu is a musical, so I don't know. To each his own. Some people like musicals, some people don't. Everybody almost loves Grease. I've never heard anybody say they don't like Grease. I'm sorry. Why? I don't. I didn't see. Did you like it? And it was cool because I found it on YouTube. Sometimes I can't find the movie. Like just the minute I watched the whole thing, and I told you that I thought last time. Remember, not my cup of tea. Oh, sorry, I missed what you had said. That you said it. Now I know. Dude, you didn't think it was romantic? The guy and the girl, that was really romantic. It was funny. It was weird. But it had a to me it had the midnight hour. It had a mystic to me. It was like just mystical fun, especially the romance stuff. It's like a movie. It's a movie for members, but everybody to each his own. Clark said he didn't like it. Uh, Clark says I used to like Grease too when I was a kid, so maybe I like Xanadu. Yeah, maybe will. It's a classic. Um, Dude, I used to remember like my parents would actually let me play in neighborhoods and stuff. We would say it was safe in neighborhoods, and they would call me. They would yell from the house. Oh, they wouldn't. They don't call me Alberto. They call me Albert. They go, Albert, Albert. I'm like, what? I go there. They're giving Grease on TV, and one time I invited my friends to watch it with me there, and at that it was cool because and it was late at night. Not late, but it was 8 or 9, and our parents were very relaxed. They let us hang out real late at night. They used to get after me for being out so late when I was a kid. I was only like 8, but they were. It was rare that they got after me, and I think they just got after me because my dad was in a bad mood. So it was rare that they got after me for being out late, and I was very young. I was like 8. Okay, Clark said it's hard to replicate how you were feeling when you were a little kid when you saw that movie, and I'm almost 50, so it's going to hit me different. Dude, I don't know if you feel. I actually wanted to do a video or a YouTube short about my heart. Like I felt so treated so badly in this world. Like I can't. Like that feeling of Christmas. Did you ever have a feeling of Christmas? Like it's Christmas and you see all this stuff. I lost a lot of that stuff because of my family. I don't have those feelings no more. I mean, it's very hard. Sometimes it's very hard for me to like a movie because of these people have screwed me up so bad. So I'd like to hear your more about that. Dude, you're almost 50. Well, you're probably a little bit older than me. I'm not that far from 50 either, but I got a couple of years to go. Clark says some of the best times when we were kids, I'm the same age as you. Oh, okay, yeah. We're the same age. Man, I forgot the thing I was going to say. Um, oh, you seen the Breakfast Club, of course, right? Molly Ringwald, Ali Sheedy, Emilio Estevez. Remember that? Okay. Remember the part where the girl that plays Ali Sheedy, she's the weirdo. She says, how did she say it? I almost had that movie memorized. She says, it just happens. And then they ask her, what just happens? When you grow up, your heart dies. And then John says, who cares? And then she says, I care. That's how I feel. Like my heart has died. I don't feel that much like I used to. Because, like she says, your heart dies. Is that the way you feel, Clark? If you mind me asking, that's the way I feel, bro. We have another person with us. I wonder who it is. Maybe it's productions. Maybe it's Laverna. Maybe it's someone new. Person number 2, you still here? You can talk. We're just hanging out. Clark says that's normal and typical. I think for everyone when you get older, you lose all those feelings, even if you have a healthy, good family. I don't know, dude. I don't know if I disagree with you, Clark, because there's like my mom, she still cries, man. She's almost 90 years old. And she cries for stupid things. To me, if you can cry, you have a heart. There's still people that say, "Oh," and especially that if they have kids, they're all happy to be with their kids. A lot of them. It's Christmas, yay! Let's take pictures, dude. That's why I don't spend holidays with my family. For one, they give me crap. Two, I get mad quickly because of them. Three, I don't like to see people happy because I'm not happy. I guess deep down inside, I wish I was happy too, but it's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen, Captain. Not gonna happen, Captain. Well, you may be right. Where you said that's normal and typical. I think for everyone, when you get older, you lose all those feelings, even if you have a healthy, good family. Clark says, honestly, I don't feel anything anymore, to be honest with you. Dude, you and I need to hang out, man, because, man, I feel the same way. And I still have faith. I really do. I seem sometimes I don't, but I do. I'm still here, so I have faith. I don't know. Clark says, I walk my faith and not my feelings anymore. Yeah, our feelings can be our enemies, man. I know. To me, like what my feelings feel, I don't condone them. I don't care for them. But I have to do what they tell me to because they control me. And I don't like it. Clark says also remember that bitterness and unforgiveness and self pity, and when you wallow in desponding emotionally, and a negative state in your mind, psychologically, it can ruin every good feeling or thought. Yeah, man, it's just sad. Like I've told Clark that I don't know if I can fight this anymore. I mean, I can fight it, but it's like to me, it's like the same crap every day, man. Same crap, different day. Clark Kent says you create your own reality regardless of anyone else. That's hard too because I'm in pain, man. Like you tell me, you have aches and pains in our bodies, man. It hurts. And it says, Clark says, if your happiness depends upon others, you will always be disappointed. But if your joy depends upon God, you will never be disappointed. Clark, what I want to say about God, and I'll even write this on paper because I need help. I can write down on paper and put it on the wall that God protects me. God won't let me down. Like they're gonna take out a lot of my teeth, man. Like they're gonna take out two more teeth. I'm already running out of teeth. I hope God supports me. I'm pretty sure He will. He's getting me out. I mean, I made it this far. Might as well try to go all the way. Clark Kent says, if your happiness depends upon others, you will always be disappointed. But if your joy depends upon God, you will never be disappointed. I read sorry. Feelings are demons. You cannot trust them. Thank you. Well, that's a good one. Let me write that one down. I love knowledge, and Clark gives me knowledge. That's why I stay away from my sister. She always wants to fight with me. I bet you my mom doesn't like it, but I don't want to be fighting. To me, that's evil. Just picking fights with me. Feelings are humans. Demons, my bad. Feelings are humans. Feelings are demons. You cannot trust them. I believe in getting knowledge, man, and I get them wherever I can. And Clark Kent I already told him he is my mentor, and that's what I need. He's gonna help me through. I can't depend on my family for crap, so I'm gonna depend on Clark. Oh, we gotta depend on Jesus first, and I'm gonna depend on Clark. And don't forget, we got the Holy Ghost. Check out this Screaming Skull. It is a classic. I kind of like did not like it. I was not in the mood, but there's a chance if I were napping, but I probably like it. I don't know. I thought it was just too weird. Clark, I'm gonna write type this movie down for you just for fun. I know you're not gonna watch it because it's a scary movie. I really want to buy this movie, and I keep forgetting to buy it. It is called Dracula's Widow. Man, I saw this on HBO when I was small. Remember HBO? Mic drop. Dracula's Widow. Sorry, Clark. I love you too, Clark. You're my bro, man. Happy to be your member mentor. Awesome. You know what I thought? I misread at first, Clark. I thought he said happy to your mother. I'm like, is it Mother's Day? I'm like, no, it's mentors. Mike, like I already mentioned, Clark Kent is my mentor. Mike drop. Look, let me put it on here. Here's a dinosaur car. I got it off a Hot Wheels track I have. I never completed it. Word to your mother. Nah, man. Let me talk about and I think it's Dracula's widow, man. I thought this chick was hot, and when I played Dracula's widow, she comes from Europe and she lands in America. She starts killing and she starts tearing off heads and all that, probably with her long fingernails. I really want to buy that movie. I just keep forgetting to buy it. I am trying to save up for PS5, so money is limited, but I need to tell myself I need to start buying a couple of things. Because if I don't buy stuff, it's gonna. Anyway, that's another thing we can talk about, Clark. And buying material things, if it makes us feel good, of course that is a bad thing. I know it, but it's what does it call it? Not a necessity. It's called I don't know, what do you call it? It's like when you try to buy things to make you feel better. I know it's a sin, but I don't know. Sometimes I gotta do things. A lot of people have it too. Do you ever hear about that actress, Nalona? What's it called? What was her name called? Winona Ryder. That she made a lot of money from movies, but she was a klepto. She was stealing. They say that's a cry for help. You said word to your mother. You said I love you, Alberta. I said I love you too. Which comment did I miss? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I missed two of them. Sorry. Let me read them. The ninth fruit of the Holy Spirit is self-control, which I suck at. I don't have any self-control. I wish I did. Clark kids, if you have false faith that has no power, your feelings and demons will control you. But when you become truly born again by the Holy Spirit, you are able to control your feelings instead of them controlling you. So how does one? I feel like being smart says this. So how does one become born again? Do I have to go to a church and get baptized again? Hey, that's what probably Clark Kent's gonna tell me to do. I don't know if I'll do it, but I think that's what he's gonna say. I'm trying to get rid of this. Okay, I got rid of it. How do I get rid of this thing? When you try to buy things to make you feel better, it's called. You gotta try not to buy things. I didn't know about that word. Covetous. Try to buy things that make you feel better. Hey, Clark, you should be like a therapist, man. All right, somebody gave me a like. Thank you. Maybe it was Clark. Maybe it was somebody else. All right, I got rid of the thing. Covetousness. Okay, I did miss another one of your comment. Girls are the devil. Bobby Boucher mother. What does Bobby Boucher mother mean? Are you gonna go off that thing where they said like Adam and Eve that it's Eve's fault that she made Adam eat the apple and then had God get mad at them? Are you gonna go that route? Hey, you see, I know a little bit about the Bible. Okay, so Clark says, how does one become born again? Seeking God through meditation and contemplation, prayer intensely for long lengths of time until you break through and your little embers become a blazing fire inside. The Bible says that Eve was deceived, but Adam willfully chose to eat the apple. So it was both their fault, Adam and Eve. Yo, I can't believe I have not opened this movie. This is Zombie Night. Michael Anthony Hall that we were talking about from Wow, Shirley Jones comes out from the Partridge Family. Alan Buck, that looks like the guy we're talking about from Fairler's Beauty Day Off Cameron. Clark Kent says the essence of sin is blaming others. As soon as Adam and Eve died inwardly and spiritually from sinning, they immediately started blaming each other and blaming God. Yeah, I guess I'm in sin. I blame my family for what happened to me. But what kills me about my family is I told them what happened to me with those coaches. I told them what to do to help me, and they didn't do it. And I'm only 14 years old, and I know more than them. I knew I had a fear I could not overcome, and I still went to see those coaches by myself, and I still got humiliated. That's where I gave up on life. But then we could say that maybe God, He just didn't want that for me, and I'm suffering here for Jesus. I've been really suffering from the age of 14 to now, near my mid 40s. I mean, that's sad. It's very sad indeed. How people can screw other people over. Clark Kent said Eve blamed the serpent and Adam blamed Eve and God, but nobody took responsibility because that's what happens when people are sinful. They never take responsibility, but they blame others. I don't know, dude. What about my story? I did the right thing. I had the courage. Look, I'm gonna just say it like this. Excuse my foul language. I had the balls to go. I did the right thing, and I still got screwed over. That's why I gave up on life, and then I gave up on a lot of stuff. And before that thing happened to me, I was like, I'm either gonna have everything or I don't want nothing, and I ended up getting nothing. So I got Jesus out of it. But the thing is, I've always believed in Jesus. So. Clark says you can never become truly born again by the Holy Spirit until you first stop blaming others and start taking responsibility for your own sins and actions and confess your evil before God and repent. But I hope you understand my situation, Clark. What I did, I was terrified of going to the high school. I was terrified. I don't have to be terrified. That's what it was. Maybe I don't belong in heaven, bro. I can't forgive. I'm just full of hate and I can't do nothing about it. It controls me and I can't do nothing. I'm powerless. I can accept Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior, but that's all I can do. I can't promise to forgive people. You know what I mean? Clark, since Jesus did the right thing and still got screwed over. Yeah, bro, I don't know what to tell you. Just my feelings control me. The demons control me, I guess. I'm gonna go to hell. Oh well. Clark says, I understand, my friend, but that was then and this is now. Well, the only thing I could say is I wait for God to use me as an instrument of light or righteousness, to help others. That's all I can do. Help somebody by giving them advice or help somebody. If I happen to have money, I give money to homeless people on the street or people that ask for money. That's all I can do. I can't really do anything. And play the lottery if I have a couple of bucks. You said gambling's bad, but how else am I supposed to make money? God does not give me opportunity to make money. I can't do a lot of stuff. I just can't do them because I am sensitive and bad tempered. There's no way for me to make money and support my family. I mean, it's not fair, but life is not fair. God says you're waiting for God, but God is waiting for you to pray. Dude, I do pray. I prayed before I even got on. Actually, I don't pray every day. You know why? Because I'm sick and I cannot pray for long. One day I pray and then another day I read the Bible. I just read it, because if I keep praying, I don't have the energy to read scripture. I don't to read or scripture in the Bible. One day I pray and then I read prayers and then another day I read the Bible. The next day I pray and then the next day, and so on. And then I go read the Bible. You know what I mean? It's because just me praying, it's me neglecting reading the Bible and reading the stories and go over it, you know what I mean? I think you would because I don't have the energy to do both. Praying takes a lot out of me because I don't I do speak, I just don't read like this. No, I use words, I pray, and it takes a lot out. Uh Clark says we're not giving up. Yeah, I'm still here, so I haven't given up. Clark says we are going to overcome this negative garbage. He says, everything that is needed for unconditional, tense, overwhelming joy is already inside of you, your body. And so you just got to bring it alive and bring it into life through faith and prayer intensely. I just don't want to be around my family. I will tell you that. I don't want any arguments. I don't want them dogging me, man. Clark says, I love you, bro, but please don't make excuses for not praying. Dude, I want to read the Bible too. I just don't want to be praying. It tires me. Seriously, I'm sick. It says just make it a habit and a discipline and pray and pray and pray and pray. And actually, I have been praying for. and you're so sick of praying, you end up praying even more. Remember, dude, I'm sick like you, man. It's like I just do the best I can. I do pray though. That's good. Keep doing it more and more intensely as your life depends upon it because it does. Thanks. I appreciate it. Like right now my back's killing me. Kill me. Here, Clark, is one of your Halloweens. There's a reboot of Rob Zombie. Like the entire cast of the what is it called? Um, what are the Rob doing? It's like the House of a Thousand Corpses. A lot of them come out in this. I think it's good. I like the version of it. It's okay. Love, fire, and the cross. Christianity, 100%. Awesome. Ah, I didn't even get to shoot my gun. Doug Clark. Clark says that I am bedridden and have been for about 3 years. I have a difficult time getting around. I have two blown discs and a broken back and major health issues. I pray all day and you can do too. You can't walk around? Oh, you can. You have a difficult time getting around. Like I say, man, that's not fair. You're stronger than I am. Your faith is stronger than mine. You pray all day? I wish I could pray all day. Yeah, and like right now, I'm actually supposed to have my feet elevated. When I pray, I have to elevate my feet, my legs. It's a diabetes thing. Come on, Clark. You have to make time. You have to make time to have fun too. I'm sorry, bro. You're so sick, though. Clark says, I would have more self pity than you do, and I would be more negative than you. Or if I didn't have the true Holy Spirit alive inside of me. I think you obviously you know that the Holy Spirit is not in me, I guess. I don't know. Am I a wimp for being weak? Is it safe to say I'm being weak? I don't think I'm that weak because, like I say, if I was truly weak, I wouldn't be here. Clark says the whole time we've been talking back and forth, I have been praying in my inner spirit the whole time. Man, you're strong, bro. I wish I was you. Clark says when I'm making dinner, I'm meditating and praying inside. Clark says when I'm resting in bed, I am meditating and contemplating and praying. Shoot me, bro, and the camera. Dude, I actually have over there where I'm pointing. We have a big picture of Jesus at the Last Supper. Isn't that cool? Yeah, I'm gonna take a picture and show you. I know we'll get copyrighted for this. I'm gonna show you right now. That's what the wall looks like. That's why I can't shoot above you because then I'll shoot that. See that Last Supper? Yeah, the fan because it's freaking hot in here. That kitchen gets hot. No, I'm not gonna shoot the picture. Don't worry. Dude, why you want me to shoot the camera? Then I bust my laptop, and then we're never gonna be a talk anymore. Then what are we gonna do? We're gonna be crying. I broke a camera. Can't talk to Clark, and Clark to be like, "Oh, I can't, I can't be a mentor to Alberto." when you when you're going to shoot the camera, bro, you can show me. What do you mean by that? All right, we hit 2 hours already. I guess I'm gonna call it. Thanks for Clark Kent for stopping by and spell good. He came by. I'm gonna try to get more people. Hey, we're growing, man. I got 290 subscribers. Let's try to hit 300. I'm getting subscribers every day because of my YouTube shorts. Uh, no, not these shorts. YouTube shorts. I'm a crazy guy, you know that, Clark. So I don't know. Hopefully, we're gonna get more people in here. Gonna hang out with Clark. Clark gonna want to spread the word more. It'd be awesome. Yes, I'll call it. Clark says you have an internal infinite spirit already inside your body. It's just not turned on to genuine faith by meditation and contemplation and intense prayer and seeking and until. Hey, Clark. Before I go, I gotta tell you this. You already know about my wife is very sick, right? She just came out of heart operation. What I'm gonna ask you, Clark, um, is there any other prayers? Do you believe I can really pray for her? Like I'm gonna go see her in Christmas. Is there any prayers you think I can, or something that I could pray for her to get better? Because she's weak. She needs help getting up and stuff like that. Maybe a little bit like you, maybe a little bit worse. She told me the last time she needs help doing everything, bro. I need to see if you can show me if there's prayers that I could pray for her when I'm with her so she can get better. Anything on the top of your head before we can go, bro? If you have any prayers or something, I'll write them down. I have tried praying for her before. I do pray for her. You're my bro, so I'm gonna pray for you because I want you to be happy. I want her to be happy. I want everybody to be happy. I remember there was a kid that in real life I saw that said that. I thought it was really cute. But if you need to give me the info for next time, you can give it to me. But I really need some kind of prayers to pray for sick people. Pray that God would glorify himself by healing your wife and helping her. Try not to pray selfish prayers, okay? Tell God that this is the reason why Jesus came was to heal people. Excuse me. I should not be burping, right? Let me at least write the last part real quick. Tell God that that this is the reason why Jesus came was to heal people, and help them. This might sound kind of bold and arrogant, but hold God to his word. I remember one day I was broke a few months ago and I was crying out to God and I told him to keep his promise, and I'm trusting in his promise that he would supply for me. Got $100 a day. Ooh, I'm glad you got $100. That was awesome, bro. All right, so I guess I'm gonna call it. So I want to thank Clark Kent, my mentor, for being here. You guys that are watching, being here. Spellgood was here. I hope we get more people in the chat. Clark could spread the word more, and we can go over more movies. So Clark, thanks for stopping by, bro. And I'll probably throw another live stream again this week. I don't know what day yet. So Clark said, God can and will make a way where there is no way, just like when Moses part of the sea for the Israelites. Yeah, cool. Yeah, exactly. So, Clark, I hope you have a good night. I'll see you guys later in the next one. And I love my brother Clark, and I love you guys. And I will see you guys in the next one. Um, and I will say this Clark says, God bless and Godspeed. Awesome. And I'll leave you guys with this one. Um, the world will never be a perfect place, but we can all make it better. Till next time, my name's Alberto, aka Destroyer, and from Clark Kent, my mentor. And I love you guys, Clark. I love Clark Kent. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Good live stream.